I don't know exactly how to like kind of even describe it, because it's always the way my life has been, kind of thing.
Macaulay Culkin's rise came too early, and his fall was just as dramatic. In 1990, at only 10 years old, he became an overnight superstar with Home Alone, and his salary jumped from $100,000 to $4.5 million almost instantly.
How does it feel to have the #1 movie in the country?
It's great.
In just 2 years, his pay had increased more than 40 times. The same year he appeared in Michael Jackson's Black or White music video, Culkin collected so many awards, it was almost impossible to keep track of them. Before he had even reached his teens, he had already arrived at a level most actors could only dream of.
Was it looks like so much fun. Was it fun to make the movie?
Okay, it was real fun. It's mostly fun, really.
In interviews, he often spoke about his passion for acting. But behind the scenes, the 11-year-old was already suffering from extreme fatigue and relentless pressure, forced into compromises he never truly chose. In a 2000 interview, Macaulay later described his father as abusive, a man who tightly controlled both his career and his life.
I don't know, my father was very good at breaking people's spirits and holding them down. And he did that to all of us, including my mother.
Your father was described as the father from hell.
Oh, yes.
Over the next 2 years, his salary continued to soar, eventually reaching a staggering $8 million, while he filmed 4 movies back-to-back. His father Kit's obsession with rapid success not only accelerated the decline of Macaulay's popularity, but also took a serious toll on the young boy himself.
Well, I was hoping to disappear off the face of the earth.
As a result, in 1994, following the release of Richie Rich, Macaulay abruptly announced that he would step away from acting.
I don't know. I can't say. I just know that I really needed this time off.
The experience of going viral was like slamming the brakes on a train that had suddenly been pushed to impossible speeds. For Macaulay, stepping away from acting was a form of self-preservation, an attempt to stop the momentum before it spiraled into something even more destructive. Unfortunately, things did not unfold the way he had hoped. After stepping away from Hollywood, Macaulay believed he could finally enjoy the ordinary school life he had longed for. Instead, in 1995, his parents entered a bitter legal battle over control of his vast fortune. It was only then that Macaulay learned how much he was truly worth. At just 15 years old, he took his own parents to court and ultimately succeeded in protecting his assets from further exploitation. He won the case and secured his fortune, but the victory came at a cost. While his peers were studying for exams, falling in love, and imagining their futures, Macaulay was learning how to hire lawyers, navigate lawsuits, and defend his own finances. Fame at such a young age had prematurely stripped him of the right to be protected and cared for. What he needed most was stability. In 1998, Macaulay married Rachel Minna, an actress his own age, who, like him, had grown up as a child star. The two young people, forced to mature too early, tried to lean on each other amid family turmoil and relentless public scrutiny. But for two people who had not yet learned how to live independently, a marriage meant to provide comfort soon became another weight to carry. By 2000, they had begun to drift apart, and in 2002, the relationship officially came to an end. Much like when he announced his retirement years earlier, Macaulay Culkin once again made a sudden decision after his divorce. In 2003, he announced his comeback and starred in the independent film Party Monster, hoping to return to acting. However, the film failed to generate significant box office success or critical attention. In 2004, at the age of 24, Macaulay was arrested in Oklahoma for possession of illegal substances. For the first time, the child star etched into the world's memory as Kevin appeared in public in a visibly disheveled state. The media showed little mercy, quickly framing his condition as a sign of decline and loss of control. He received a 1-year suspended sentence. The projects he took on afterward received similarly lukewarm responses. By then, the aura of his childhood stardom had largely faded. During this period, Macaulay fell into a prolonged state of confusion. He no longer knew who he was, nor what the world expected from him. Gradually, he came to resemble someone quietly drifting out of the public's memory. Yet even during this downward phase, Macaulay was not entirely alone. There was one person who, like him, had risen to fame too early and spent a lifetime under relentless public scrutiny: Michael Jackson. The two first met in 1991 during the filming of Black or White. Away from the public image of a global superstar, Jackson was, in Macaulay's life, a close friend, someone who never demanded performance or proof of worth and who genuinely understood him. Because of that understanding, when Jackson later faced serious legal trouble, Macaulay chose to step forward and speak in his defense.
So weird, you know.
What did happen?
Nothing happened, you know. I mean, nothing really. I mean, we played video games, you know. We played it at his amusement park. The whole scenario. And the thing is with Michael is that he's not very good at explaining himself, and he never really has been, because he's not a very social person.
It was not a calculated public stance, but an instinctive response rooted in loyalty. This quiet companionship, however, did not last. In 2009, Michael Jackson passed away, bringing that chapter of Macaulay Culkin's life to a sudden end. For Macaulay, this marked the loss of his first truly important adult friend. Even more devastating was what followed, the loss of the sense of safety he once drew from within his own family. In 2008, his sister Dakota, just 1 year older than him, was killed in a tragic car accident in Los Angeles. In the years that followed, he tried in various ways to reconnect with the world, through love, music, and the stage. But the public was no longer willing to pause for the grown-up version of Kevin. During a performance in the UK in 2014, as he stood on stage playing a kazoo, boos erupted from the crowd. Some audience members even threw beer bottles toward the stage. During that period, Macaulay's life seemed to lose any real sense of time. The boundary between day and night blurred. He was frequently seen on the streets, photographed by paparazzi looking gaunt and distant, someone still recognizable, yet no longer truly approached. The fame of his childhood did not become a shield. Instead, at his most vulnerable, it turned into an inescapable gaze. He began to push back against the world with alcohol and self-mockery, while gradually losing the strength to respond to the future at all. For a long time, he was not waiting for a comeback. He was simply trying to keep himself from completely falling apart. Then, in 2017, Macaulay met actress Brenda Song. With her, a relationship began that would help him rediscover a sense of balance and a center to his life once again. Brenda Song, a Thai-American former child star who grew up in the United States, began her acting career at a very young age. In 2014, after Brenda's Fox sitcom Dads was canceled, she and Macaulay Culkin first met at Seth Green's house. At the time, Macaulay awkwardly tried to joke about the show's cancellation, but Brenda was clearly not amused, and the encounter ended on an uncomfortable note. They reconnected in 2017 while working on Changeland, a film directed by Seth Green. As they spent more time together, they discovered an unexpected compatibility and soon began dating. Both had been hurt in previous relationships and held few expectations for the future. Yet fate proved stubborn. They kept finding reasons to see each other, and the connection quickly grew into a committed relationship. In July 2017, they were first photographed having dinner together in Los Angeles. The following month, Brenda shared a photo of them on social media, revealing how natural and at ease they were with each other. As two former child stars, they shared an unspoken understanding.
All have this in common where you grew up child stars.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Have you guys bonded over that or talked about that?
I mean, I think that's one thing that, it's almost like child actors. We don't need to talk about it. You just look each other in the eye and you nod and we know.
Macaulay later admitted that he had worried his past trauma, and the public's perception of him as strange or out of control might doom the relationship. But Brenda chose to look past the headlines and truly get to know him. In 2020, Brenda celebrated Macaulay's 40th birthday on Instagram, writing, "You are so wonderful, kind, loving, genuine, loyal, honest, brilliant, and hilarious. I never thought someone like you, so rare and magical, could exist. I am the luckiest person in the world because I am loved by you." With her by his side, Macaulay gradually changed. He stopped drinking heavily and began taking life seriously again. "I trust her," he said. "I mean, I've trusted people before, but this trust goes down to my bones. You know what I mean? I just kept it behind armor, behind that protective shell." Over the years, his happiest moments came from simply being at home with Brenda. Their family continued to grow. They welcomed 2 sons, along with cats, dogs, and even a parrot. Their eldest son was named Dakota, in memory of Macaulay's late sister. This relationship helped Macaulay regain his footing in life. He became more proactive about his career, appearing in American Horror Story, Season 10 in 2021 as one of the show's most popular characters. Last year, he also filmed the 2nd season of Fallout as a regular cast member, which is now airing. Reflecting on his 40-year career during his Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony, Macaulay spoke about receiving his star. That day, Brenda and their sons, Dakota and Carson, were seated in the front row, fighting back tears. He thanked Brenda in front of everyone.
Lastly, but not leastly, I'd like to thank Brenda. You are absolutely everything. You're my champion. You're not only the best woman I've ever known, you're the best person I've ever known.
given me just all my purpose. You've given me family. I love you. I love you so much.
After a life marked by a rapid rise and an even faster fall, Macaulay Culkin was gently caught by Brenda's song. And it is heartening to see that he has finally found the free, comfortable life he longed for since childhood.